Bethlehem's Manger Square. Spiritual quest and mystical experience is what draws most tourists to Bethlehem. On the cobblestone streets, the pilgrims are glad to have the opportunity to see the town tradition says was the birthplace of Jesus Christ. It's a beautiful day in Bethlehem, and the tourists are back in Manger Square, visiting the Church of Nativity. The hotels are filled to capacity, and tens of thousands are expected to visit the city during the week of Easter holidays, providing the town with a much-needed economic boost. And shop owners say business is booming.
I believe there is no political problems in the city, and tourists are coming from all over the world. So I believe it's a good time, and it's good for the future too. I have tourists maybe from Germany, from Italy, and sometimes there is a lot of Americans also coming through the streets, so they pass by and buy things.
The Palestinians are comfortable about the security situation in Bethlehem and are pushing it as they try to foster and promote tourism.
The security situation is good and there is stability. We're gradually going forward, but the situation is still in the hands of the Israelis.
But being a one-attraction destination has its drawbacks, as those who come don't spend much time or money here. This is something the Palestinians want to change by having tourists spend the night instead of rushing back to Israel.
The Israelis tell the groups, Bethlehem doesn't have adequate security and doesn't have many attractions, so you should just visit the holy sites and then come back and spend the night in Tel Aviv. We've been suffering from this for a long time now because the tourists come in the day and go back the same day.
Indeed, an 8-meter-high concrete wall and Israeli army roadblocks separate Bethlehem from Jerusalem. But the Israeli commander of the region actually praised the U.S.-trained Palestinian security forces, saying they have managed to bring calm to the once volatile and violence-racked area, and this has gone a long way towards assuring potential tourists.
We are witnessing now the strengthening of the Palestinian security apparatuses, which is bringing safety and public order to the city. We want the tourist who arrives to feel as secure as possible when visiting us in Israel and when visiting the Palestinian Authority and Bethlehem.
The local Palestinians are delighted with the new tourist boom, who are mainly from Europe and Russia, but what they really want are the big-spending American tourists.
This is a problem for us because the Americans, exactly the American tourists, are the most who spend money in this country. So it's very important for us that they visit us and they see the church, and we can benefit from the tourism at the same time.
At the end of the day, there is only one Bethlehem. Its streets are filled with peace, public order, and prosperity. So now is the time to visit. From Manger Square in Bethlehem, this is Aryeh O'Sullivan reporting for the Media Line.